In association with RM. Exciting learning.
For me, Parents' Evening is very important. It's the one chance that we get to really engage with the parents about how the pupils are doing.
Parents' Evening starts months before the actual event. First thing we have to think about is getting the reports done.
Parents' Evenings aren't hard work if you're doing your job effectively in the first place. Your mark book should always be up to date and your register ready, so you've got your evidence to take with you.
We assure good attendance for Parents' Evening because we send out letters to every family and they have to bring reply slips back in, brought in by their child. We look through, we see what slips we haven't got, and on the days before the Parents' Evening, phone calls are made to all those parents asking them to be there on that night. Caretakers have to set up the hall for chairs, and also it's very important that the teachers feel that they're wanted, and therefore their names have to be put out on their tables. To help run Parents' Evening, we have to ask prefects to come in to help with the organisation of taking parents to the proper teachers. Then there's the logistics of food for parents and for teachers after school, because some teachers won't have time to go home. Problems that do arise on the day is obviously teachers being away from school, and we have to have, I suppose, as in football, like substitutes to take their place on the day if required. We have to be flexible because obviously some parents work in the evening and some people just can't make it on that night. So I run a second Parents' Evening for any parents who can't make that evening. If parents don't turn up, then they are contacted within the following week, and we try to persuade them to come into the second Parents' Evening, which I run later.
We've worked very hard over the years to get a good turnout, because when we started, we'd be lucky if we got 30% or so. Some of them weren't comfortable in a formal school environment. We hadn't made it welcoming enough. We didn't always provide translators. And we get 70–80% turnout now as a regular occurrence.
Your first Parents' Evening as a teacher is your scariest, and I think the main worry is you can't remember everyone's name. Always ask for the report first to refresh yourself and have a look how they're doing in their other subjects. That's always a great way of getting out of that embarrassing situation.
During the Parents' Evening, questionnaires are filled in by the parents, and this gives a good feedback on how the evening has gone. And if there has been problems for certain parents, then they are asked back to see their head of year so these problems can be solved.
For every negative thing that we say at Parents' Evening, we need to make sure that there are several positives coming out as well. We don't want the pupil to go away completely downhearted thinking there's no way back.
Giving it a very positive spin is, I think, the most important thing that somebody who's arranging a parent evening should concentrate on, because it isn't just about an administrative task which gets ticked off on a calendar, we've done it. It really needs to fulfill the purpose that it's there for, and that's the quality of the communication.
When a parent is confrontational, aggressive, or is unwilling to believe what is being said about their child, I find that it's always important to let them let off steam first.
We can take the parent away to a private room where we can discuss their report and put the report in context. If you're organising a Parents' Evening for the very first time, start very early so you're not rushing it at the end. Take advice from other heads of years who have run their Parents' Evening time and time again. And on the night, if anything goes wrong, don't panic.
What always strikes me about Parents' Evening is the look of anticipation and possible dread on the face of the pupils as they arrive. What's he going to say? And I always enjoy the look of relief that comes over a child when they realise I'm going to say good things.